Hi there, Pisces Sun. This is your check-in for mid-March into early April. Love check-in for my Pisces Sun. I'm also going to do Pisces Moon next. All right, and happy belated birthday, guys. I'm coming to you from New Zealand. All right, so let's see what's going on in my Pisces Sun collective right now. Whoa, that just flew right out. All right, Page of Wands. So you're at the beginning of something, and Eight of Wands, you're getting very action-oriented. Maybe you guys are just actively dating. Let's see. King of Wands. I like it. Either you're dealing with an Aries or other potential sun sign, or that's you being fueled by your own passionate endeavors. Maybe you know exactly who you want and you're going towards them. These are beautiful energies. The King of Wands and the Page of Wands. Back of the deck is the World card. So either you are traveling, or maybe you've met someone online, or you're online dating. Okay, let's see. I'd like to know a little bit more. Who are you dealing with right now? Pisces Sun, who are they dealing with right now? Wow. Well, you might have a couple choices here. After dealing with a lot of burdensome love, heavy responsibilities, you are now at the crossroads. Maybe this is a long distance relationship that you're in, because we already had the World card, and again I can see here the body of water and the earth. Perhaps this could be a long distance situation. Somebody that is not near you. Could be, again, we have a fire sign. We also have potential Gemini, Virgo. We have the Chariot. So I wonder, Cancer. Could be somebody that's coming towards you, but more than that, I feel this is someone that you are actively in a relationship with, the early stages, learning about one another, manifesting good things, trying to travel together. So I like this energy. Nothing bad about that. Let's see what else we have. Now, what are your feelings for this person at this time, Pisces? We have the Two of Cups, we have the Three of Wands, and we have the Fool. Wow, so you guys are full steam ahead, I think. King of Wands at the back. So early stages of a relationship, you are feeling the mutual interest, mutual love, mutual bond. You guys are having good conversations, good times. I think you're actively planning a future of some sort. This is the early stages, right? So the Three of Wands is saying that, you have your sights set on building something for the future together. All right. So far, things look pretty good to me. All right, Pisces. And what about the person on your mind? How do they feel about you, Pisces? Let's see what's going on for them. They also feel the Two of Cups. Wow. I don't know who I'm tuning into, but you guys are really in a good situation here. Fool of the back could be, again, an Aries that you are dealing with. I think that this is a really great setup you have together. All right, well, let's see what else. So, Spirit, what are the challenges and obstacles that Pisces is currently facing when it comes to their relationship, if any at all? We have the Emperor and the Tower with the Eight of Wands at the back. I think this is something from your past. I think this is a recent past that you either have with the person that you're dealing with now, or someone right before that. So you guys may have been dealing with someone who was very controlling. An Emperor, when they're in their shadow, can be someone who exerts way too much control and tries to steer the direction of things. Now, the other thing here with the Tower and the Emperor is showing me that whatever you had built in the past broke down your own sense of self-sovereignty, so your ability to decide where you want to go with in your future. There might have been some communication blocks here at 8 of Wands. Well, I don't see that as a hindrance to you now, but I think maybe there are lingering feelings subconsciously. So yeah, let's see. So subconsciously, what is Pisces working on when it comes to this new relationship that they're in? What do they need some advice on? King of Wands. How to keep things, I would say, yeah, I see what this is about. How to go from the early stages of a relationship where you're just learning about one another with that Page of Wands into something that's more lasting, more driven, with the King of Wands. So I think you are, probably in the honeymoon phase, and you're wondering, how do I make things more serious, right? Without losing sense of self. Spirit, what is your advice for Pisces in this situation? 5 of Wands, the Star. Listen, Ace of Cups at the back. Okay. So, first of all, do not gossip about your relationship. Do not talk about it with others in a way that is detrimental to the growth of things, to your partner. If you need to see a therapist, that's fine, but don't gossip about it, and don't listen to outside noise about it either. Now, if there's a problem, both of you together can heal the situation. This star is pointing to the fact that you are not meant to be in this state of like I feel a lot of jealous energies around you right now. Not coming from you, not coming from your person. This is all from the outside world. A lot of noise, a lot of chaos, a lot of disruption. Maybe differences in cultural backgrounds, maybe differences in age. But ultimately, if you guys work on focusing on the bond that drew you together, then you can heal this. You can heal this and you can work through things. Ultimately, focusing on self-love, love for one another, desire to grow into potentially marriage, something, a lasting relationship. You can get through this if you keep the lines of communication open, right? And I think your fear might be that you're falling into the trap of losing your sense of self, but you're not. As long as you keep communicating your needs, your relationship needs. All right, Spirit, what is your advice, please, for Pisces? Seek some solace within right now. Yeah, you have the Hermit card coming out with the Sun at the back of the deck. There is a little bit of confusion in your energy. I see here the 7 of Cups. You're not quite sure how to move forward. But ultimately, if you start looking for the answers within yourself, within, your subconscious, like what is it? Maybe you have some self-sabotaging tendencies that you haven't yet addressed. The Sun is telling me that once you bring those inner, shadows, inner maybe childhood wounds, traumas, limiting beliefs, once you bring those out into the Sun, right, into your own awareness, conscious self, then that is something that you can work on together, and that's all it'll take. So yeah, maybe spend a little time meditating, spend a little time reflecting, use a reflection journal. In other words, maybe seek a little bit of assistance from the outside world, not so much friends and family, but therapists, counselors, relationship advisors. Let's see, what else, Spirit? Clarify a little bit. The Hermit card. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're holding on to something from your past right now that is blocking you. Maybe you're a little bit nervous to release your sense of control, I think. Now, you were meant to go into calmer waters. You were meant to have a stable, strong relationship. You're not meant to be in this space where you're gripping on so tightly. Maybe you're not openly communicating your needs to your partner. Let's see. I'll get more advice for you. Spirit, if that's the case for my Pisces sun, what other advice can you give so that they can unblock whatever is holding them back from sharing their true needs? Queen of Pentacles. All right, focusing a little bit more on self-sufficiency, focusing on what makes you feel like you are sturdy enough to support yourself and possibly a family. So maybe you are someone that needs to have a lot of animals around you, not just pentacles, meaning not just like your domain, your home, your workplace, your family, but like more, enough that you can contribute to your community. You need to open your mouth. Perhaps your throat chakra is a little bit blocked. With the Knight of Swords here, it's telling me that you're not talking about what your needs are. And I think you're afraid to voice those because of the pain of past relationships. The Ten of Swords is telling me that it was easier for you to hold that inside and try to fulfill your own needs, right, without expressing them to your partner. But that's not really the way to go about things. Yes, you can be self-sufficient, but you can't do that if you want to be in a relationship without actually discussing things with your partner. So Pisces sun, that is what I have for you right now. I'm going to get one more card for most likely outcome of this situation within the next few weeks. What is the most likely outcome for Pisces and their person? Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, and the Hangman. Wow. And the Hermit. Okay, so remember I was saying you're going within? You are going within. You're going to go within. Once you do that, you're going to understand yourself a little bit better. You have Judgment here. This is about inner judgment. Maybe this is really a reset of a relationship from the past for some of you. Maybe it's not. In the least, it is you saying, oh, this is what I actually want and need and deserve from a relationship. But that only comes once you pause and see things from a different perspective. This is the Hangman. Luck is in your favor. Wheel of Fortune. It's telling me that the universe is going to give you a helping hand and walk you through this a little bit. All right, listen, you guys are the Queen of Pentacles regardless of gender. All right, cheers.